Hello there, and welcome back to Fairytales Fables. We are still in the beta branch, and we are still playing asynchronically because there is just not enough people to play live. I check it sometimes. I check up on it, and for the most part of the day, there's just not enough players for the beta branch. And I don't want to go back to the other one just to play live games because I don't like to play live games that much, but I do like to mix it in with the asynchronic. So hopefully it's gonna go live soon enough. But I think there's actually a couple of days to that. So unfortunately, I'm stuck playing a lot of this right now. Well, not unfortunately, I love it. So there's nothing unfortunate about it, unless I lose. And when I'm saying losing, that means losing rating, because that's the meta progression basically is the rating, right? And I don't like to lose. I like to win. So top 3s is basically it. Anything but the top 3 is a loss to me right now. Guanjin, Arius, Fisher King, and Savitri. I don't mind the Fisher King. I don't mind any of these characters. I don't mind any of this. We're gonna go random because I can't decide. I think all of these are fairly equal. Maybe the Fisher King is a little bit better than the rest, but otherwise I think Savitri is fine, I think Arius is fine, I think Guanjin is fine. At least the new Guanjin is fine. Do a random. Guanjin. Alright, so we get, every free turn we get a new treasure, so we're definitely not looking for treasures. 100% not. We're looking for tempo, and that's why I like her now, because you got that one extra damage. And you can just go tempo, 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 and still get the treasures you probably need. So, until tier 6. Until tier 6. Double dog. I'm tempted to just go Elaine and buff her up a bit here. It doesn't... Nah, let's just see what else we can find here. Cats. I don't often go cats from the get-go here. I think maybe the sheep is better, but... Yeah, I think I'll just go in sheep here. Tempo, again, is just probably better than... I mean, cats is also decent for tempo early on, but... Yeah, I just feel like going this. We actually do damage to him here, so that's nice. I would also have done damage with the cat, but yeah. I don't think so. I think we go bluebell, because we don't want to treble up sheep. We don't need to treble anything here. We also just re-roll it. Just a re-roll it. Cats, Elaine's. I was looking for, of course, the prince. Maybe a cat angel. Well, I guess we can do it again. Yeah, I think we're gonna go owl here because we can cast this. Okay, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I forgot that I already used my mana. Stupid. Well, whatever. Whatever. Hopefully it's not gonna... Well, it is gonna hurt us. It is gonna hurt us. You can't make mistakes like that. Not at this level. You just can't. I guess we're going double owl here and just go freshen up. Better than not doing it, I suppose. This seems pretty good for the owls, but... even good for the... Yeah, are we going goose? We also have an item, so maybe dwarfy here. We have another sheep item over here, but... Yeah, I kind of like that. Also with the freshen up for the owls next turn. Seems pretty good. Yes, we do get a tier 3, but taking those two cost 1 gold. We have 5 gold in total. We can reroll and get a tier 3 and potentially another spell. It seems to be working out for me. Potentially. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And we also get this, of course. Fountain seems pretty good. Nah, actually, nah, we get... Nah, crossroads, for sure. Especially if we're going dwarves here, which could be the case. Which definitely could be the case. Yeah, put it on her. Guess the sheep is fine. Maybe on her, actually. And then reroll for the buff for the owls, and potentially another... Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, again, we are scaling a bit here. Tempo-wise, egg would have been good, but... Nah. Just do that. It's a 4-4 on both owls. Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. Actually, let's redo... I need to think about what could I get in tier 3 that I actually want with this. Oh, another yeah, Dwarfy and another Snow White. Ari would also have been good. We hold for a Dwarfy. The only other things that would be better here, or there are 3 things that would be better. As owls, we get an upgraded owl, but we don't specifically need to do that. So maybe just Ari. Ari would be better to find, and also another Snow White would be better to find than the Dwarfy. I think I'm gonna log it in actually. Unfortunately, there was no good items over there. That's the only other thing. A better item and the login would have been way better. Like a cheap option here would have been way better. But I'm still gonna take this because I think it's okay to do it. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's actually tempting to sell the owls here. Just take, yeah, it's probably worth locking this in. The Snow White is actually not doing a whole lot because we get treasures anyway, so... But she's scaling, that's the thing, she's also scaling and getting quite big. Kinda want that sword, but I can't get to it. I think the owls is not gonna work out here because we're going dwarves. But I don't really want to sell them in this kind of spot, and I don't really want to roll on this because it's a fairly cheap sword, and we also have an Ari. So I guess we're locking that in with 1 gold left. Because I don't really want to sell anything just to get the sword, or do I? Do I sell the sheep? But just to, yeah. I guess it's even better actually because of... I don't know. I don't know if that was actually better, but hey, I did it anyway. Sure, why not? Go. I didn't even look at this guy, but it's just some cats. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine here. Even do a bit of damage, which is nice. Always nice to do some damage to them. Ari, and then reroll for something. Well, tier 4 we could get Harvey. Oh, it's not tier 4, it's still tier 3, so... Another Ari upgrade. Well, an Ari upgrade would be good. What else would be good? Maybe another Snow White, but... It's not that important. This seems decent. But then we don't really have enough for rerolls. Well, we could get lucky and get another cheap kind of thing here, but it's unlikely. Okay, well. Yeah, just roll again, I think. I mean, we could do this, but is it worth taking 1 damage for the owls when we are gonna get rid of them anyway? I don't think so, actually. I'd rather roll for another cheap. We do get tier 4 next turn, but... I think it's actually worth locking this in, because it's very hard to get the cheap things later on. So I'd rather get them now, so we have those cheap things that we want for... what is his name? Multi, or actually not Multi, what is his called? Atmory. We want those cheap things in now because it's gonna save us in the long run. Where I don't feel like we need to go out and actually find another character here, specifically. We would rather have the cheap shield. So it's actually worth locking that in, I think, with this specific dwarf build. Oh, in dwarf builds, I think it's worth locking in cheap things. Just because you get more out of them later on. You could also sell them later on, of course, but for better items. But I think it's worth locking it in because we are kind of good with tempo. So I feel comfortable doing that here. Areas, yeah. More tempo. Probably, oh, yeah, we're gonna upgrade here. Storybook, it's half decent. Stars, probably not gonna go into stars here. Wizard Hat, I mean, it's pretty good for the owls, but they're coming out soon enough anyway, so I think Storybook is okay. I tend to take it quite often as of now. I think it's okay because it's pretty good tempo. I kind of like it somehow. That's pretty good as well. We just don't have another character to put in there, but that's okay. Anvil is probably one of the best ones we could get here, so it is basically the best one to go for when you go dwarves. Crossroads is still pretty good. Areas is pretty good for tempo, so I think it's the Storybook coming out again here. We didn't really get anything out of it, but that's fine because we got the Anvil now. That is a sleigh worth it. It's potentially worth it, but because we could reroll and get another tier 3, well, we don't really want another tier 3. Yeah, no, there is actually no tier 3s we want here. Maybe we should just do a calling it and take the sleigh, because we do have pockets that are open. And what are we going to cast this on? I think Ari, actually. And then reroll for a good tier 4. The best one to get here in tier 4 would probably be... Well, we only actually have Harvey that we could get, but... that is... Nah, that's not worth it. None of this is worth it. No. Is this the right order that we want them in? Maybe we want to scale her instead? No, I don't actually want to do that. I think I want the... probably her scaled. Because, if anything, I'm gonna take her out later on. But then again, she could also be big enough to actually keep in there. She just doesn't work with the multi. Because that's only dwarves. Admarie she would work with, wouldn't she? It's just anyone that have any treasures, right? No, it's actually also dwarf. In that case, I feel like maybe it's gonna be better to just scale this one. It's not that important. It's not that important, to be honest. 1 damage extra, it's not gonna be a whole lot in the long haul here for a dwarf build, but hey, whatever. Again, I didn't look up on this guy, but I think we're good. Kind of. Yeah, we're good. Very good that we also do damage every single time here, so we have pretty good tempo as of now. Yeah, again, we're kind of missing out on units here, but I guess that's fine. Reroll might be better than additional characters, because it's actually giving us more characters than the additional characters are. So I think the coupled rolls are actually better than this, just because you actually get more characters and more items out of it. So yeah, it's gonna come out. I think it's still probably better to have areas in there for just tempo here and doing some damage, especially now when we don't have a lot of characters. Anything over here? The pouch is definitely worth taking, but we need some more pockets now. We need some more pockets. Dagger is always funny, but we don't have a consti. And we need characters. I guess we're just gonna take something random here. Dog. I actually don't feel like doing that at all. Could take the consti. If we sell 1 item, we could take consti, but I don't think actually it's worth it. We can't even take this because we don't have the pocket for it. Is it worth locking that in? Sort of. I think consti is probably one of the better ones we could get. We just don't have the dagger, but... That's a bit annoying. I don't know, maybe would I get a better shop than this? Probably not. That's the thing I'm thinking about here. Would I get a better shop than 2 dwarves and a makeshift shield? Probably not. Just 2 gold we're missing out on, but hey, it is what it is. And we only have 5 characters in there, but we might lose this one. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Can't really... Gonna be close, isn't it? Nah, I think we're good. It's not gonna be a win. It's gonna be a tie, but yeah. With 2 more characters, we're definitely gonna win them. Yeah, get the Consti, get the Ari just for a bit more damage. Put it on her, actually. Consti don't really want any items right now. Roll for daggers, that's also pretty good. Upgraded Owl, we got tripled Taylor. Tier 4. I don't really want him, but hey, it is a tier 4. Well, next turn we get a tier 4 anyway, so... But an owl upgrade and an extra sword. Sure. So we're giving up items again here, I guess. Could we give him the 2 worst items? Sure. None of this is really worth it. Skip it. Oh, we actually have 2 gold then. Well, we're only gonna use 1 anyway. Well, unless we take this. Nah, I'll take the sword instead. I'll take the sword and reroll again, actually. Nah, do we want that pouch? Kinda want that pouch. Nah, no, nah. I don't know. I don't know if I want it. Tier 5? Nah, actually, just because of us getting it. Yeah, yes, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's just more items, right? It's just more items. It's just costing a little bit too much, maybe. Ah, whatever. Let's do it. No, I think we're going for Admiry. No, sorry, not Admiry. What is his name? The other dwarf in tier 5. The one we actually very much want to get. Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, I know. Oh, I got 1 more gold. What? Roll again then. Dagger? That might be worth locking in. It's still early enough to take the dagger here, I think. And it cost only 3, so... Yeah, let's put it on Consti. Put it on Consti. Well, we need some pockets. So, do we have any pockets there? No. So, we're actually selling an item to get the dagger. That's probably not worth it. That might not be worth it. Then I'll rather roll a lot in the next shop. To find the... Tempe. We want Tempe. In that case, I don't take the dagger, unfortunately. Again, I forgot to look at this board. What am I doing here? Making big mistake, maybe? Apparently not. With this good tempo with the dwarf. I like the dwarves because they're just so good all the way through. I guess the power bag is not terrible instead of the helmet here. Even the rising power. What are we? Chief? Yeah, I guess this is pretty decent as well for just overall buffs. It's already as good as the power bag and it's only gonna get better, so... Yeah. We get another dagger, but... Unless I take something here, I can't really get it in there. It might be worth actually taking it. Taking something random here. I mean, there's some pretty big units out there. I think the yellow bag is actually looking kind of interesting to me. Because I can do this. But yeah, it means I got less options of finding. But I do have 2 rerolls to find him, Tempe. Plus extra gold, of course. But we might also find a pouch that we might want. Well, there it is. It's definitely worth taking it instead of... we can actually... We don't have extra pockets right now. Yeah, we do have a smithy. It might be worth taking the smithy instead and then locking this in to start upgrading some of the items. It's just not the guy that I wanted, but hey, we do have a lot of items we would like to upgrade here. I think we just get rid of one of the small shields and get him. Ah, that was actually stupid. That was so stupid. I could have done. Well, we can still do it. We can still get... we can give him this. Who's he coming in for? Probably her. And then again, we can get a bit of scaling out of her. Do we need the damage here? Definitely not in this one, so just get her in there again. What I was thinking is probably selling one of these. I don't think I'm... do I need here? I don't think I need an extra Ari. She's okay, but I kind of want this. I want to lock this in and take the sword here, of course, to get him upgraded with, or start upgrading that one. Ah, screw the owl. It's never gonna be good. Goodbye, owl. You gone. It's crazy. This is stupid, isn't it? Hey, whatever. There we go. That should do it. That should do it. We want him to scale this dagger for a while. This is whatever. That is whatever. Do we actually want the sword over here instead of the shield? I think so. Alright. Okay. And we do want the pouch for him as well, so he can start scaling more of these pouches. Yes. Even rather than rolling for a... Yeah. You can get 4 items pretty far up before we get the... Well, we could get him next turn as well. We could get him, but I think this is also fine. This is also fine. It's okay. I'm fine with this. For now. Double pouch. Sure, why not? Let's go. Let's go, Smithy. Let's scale. Actually, in this case, I might want another Smithy. Sure, why not? One bigger number. Come on. Dagger, another dagger. That might be worth it. Or do we just want to find... I think it's actually, in this case, I don't think I want the dagger anymore. It's just a little bit too late to take another dagger. Just gonna scale this one and that's it. And then we are looking for either another smithy or a tempe. Either one would be okay. And also some... Well, we can't really... Well, we can replace them, but... Only if the cost 1 is actually worth replacing here rather than rolling, so... That's a big dagger. But yeah, I can't really get to it, so... I'd rather roll. Harvey is not it. Do we log in? 5-5, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's worth thinking about it, but I think it's not really good enough at this stage in the game to actually go for it. I think I'll just rather find Tempes, Smithies, stuff like that instead. Because we also have a Harvey out there that we could take instead of the yellow bark or something, or even instead of one of the Auries. I think it might be worth it also because we have so many... We need more pockets, right? We need more pockets. So Harvey plus Legendary Vampire Dagger, and then potentially taking something else as well in a reroll and just have a couple of rerolls. It's okay. It's okay to do this. I guess it's just a little bit late to take that dagger, but it could be a winning kind of tactic here, going for the dagger. As long as we have enough tempo to get through this next couple of rounds, I think we're good with that. Which we do. So I think the dagger and the Harvey, just to get more pockets and something that could potentially win us the game, could be good. The dagger alone is not winning us the game, but the numbers on it, when we get to the late game, could be big enough for a Tempe or a multi to make them absolutely insane. Yeah. Just don't know where I'm gonna put this dagger. Probably on him, actually. Because I don't care about his stats whatsoever. Now we do have an extra pocket. We could potentially take another dagger. Is that worth it? I mean, he's gonna be empty really quickly, but I kind of want to empty him. That sounds so bad, doesn't it? Well, we don't have any chances of taking any Tempe, but we got two rerolls to find one. But I think that's actually good. We have plenty of tempo here with what we have here. Do that. Not really worth it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think we have enough tempo to get through the next couple of rounds. And then we can just go look for... Yeah, we don't really have more pockets here, so we're looking for more pockets now. Tempe or Smithy. Mostly Tempe. Unfortunately, no Tempe. I have such a high... I never find... But okay, I also take a lot of things here where I potentially could have rolled for Tempe. But I usually never find Tempe when I'm playing Dwarves for some reason. And the last time we did a Dwarf build, we didn't even need him. We still won the game without a Tempe. And so far it's actually going quite well, because we are doing a lot of damage to the other board, so they are really getting low. Let's check out this guy. Double... That's an interesting one. Double Hermes with a Haymaker. Ooh. We might want our big units in the back here, don't we? We actually want to do something like that. That's just for this one, just because of how he built here. We kind of want to do that, to kill the Hermes and also not die with the front. Oh, die with our Ari. At least not too early. Alright, I guess we are going for it here. Let's go. Sorry, what? Oh, I thought they had flying. No, he changed that in the last patch. They don't have flying anymore. Oh, whatever. We still win it. Yeah, my bad. They don't have flying. They're just a normal guy now. Oh, tier 5 here. Blaze, Staff, or Hero Mask. I think Hero Mask could be interesting. Hero Mask is probably it. But it would be instead of our rerolls. I don't think it's actually worth it. Unless we get something... I mean, there is a couple of things, but probably the skip is better here. Yeah, I think the skip is better because we just got into tier 6 and we could get multis, we could get Admiry, we are still looking for the Tempe. Yeah. I didn't even see what was in this shop, but nothing we actually need. We also get a couple of really good items we could get, but I'd rather find a multi or a Tempe or a Admiry. Upgrade Smithy. I don't think it's worth it. It's just too much gold here. I'll rather actually roll for one of the 3 characters we are looking for. We do find one of them. That's pretty good. And we also do have a Slay and a Stealth over here. That's not really good. But this guy, yeah, that's going to be good. 14. Yeah. It's only on the dwarves, right? Yeah, it's only dwarves. So we are definitely taking out anything that is not a dwarf here. It's just going to be higher number here. Even on Ari, it's going to be a higher number than this. Right? 4, 4, 14 times. That is... it's actually not. But with... do I want an extra Ari in? I think I would just want an extra Ari in there instead. In all honesty. It might not be better than her right now, but it's close to... It's close to... give her that. Alright. That is not worth it. We are rolling for another multi or another Admiry or something like that. Harvey is not good enough. Boost, not good enough. Spells, not good enough. Well, we could get a tier 4, but don't really want it. Aura is... That's an entrance, okay. So Aura is actually not that great with dwarves, no. It's entrances, yeah, entrance. That is what... that's the item we are looking at. Entrance would be, you know, that would make us go into endgame straight up. Let's just find that and you are in the endgame. Pouch is not terrible. Again, we can just upgrade it on the smithy here, so let's just do that. Because that's gonna be, if we do find a Tempe, it's gonna be massive. And it's also just an extra item, 15, yeah. So it's just +4/+4 for everyone by taking that. Which I like. We do have an extra pocket actually, but I don't want that shield. There is Tempe. I think we just take him. He's gonna be so big here. He's gonna be so big. Yeah. He's coming in instead of her. And I think he's gonna get all of this. I mean, we could still scale it, but I might as well just... Yeah, I think actually for this turn we might scale it, because this is gonna be an easy win. So in this case, I actually let the smithy do the +2/+2 here. And take this shield as well, I guess, because why not? That's the best we can do here, unless we wanna... Nah, let's just... Oh, we don't have the gold. I guess we're just gonna let that go. It's not that important. But he has scaled a lot of things here, and we can scale one more time. We don't care about him not getting the entrance here, because this is gonna be easy to get through, right? It's gonna be easy. Do you have a bit of... Okay, he actually got a bit of stars there. You know what? I'm not gonna take any chances on the health. I hate this. I hate it so much. It's so annoying. Give him all of this, because he's gonna be massive with that. There we go. Good luck getting rid of this guy now. Plus this as well. Still want the smithy in here. He's just gonna get all the rest of the items here, basically, except from that maybe. But just give him that as well. Just come on, keep. Oh, we can only have 2 items, right? Oh, we can have 1 more item. I probably still want that over there just for a bit. I guess you can get this, because he's probably gonna slay anyway. Sure. And oh, he can have 1 more after that. 7/4, 7/4. Take that. Actually, take both of them. Give him that instead, because he doesn't really care which items he got. There's 194, 173. I think we're good. More pouches would also be good, but already now we are. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. We are not winning yet. We are very subject to scammings here, or scams. So we definitely want some more. What is it called? Multi. We want multi. So that would make us go into. Yeah, I mean, not really. Not really. It's not very needed right now, but I'll take him if I see him, right? It's probably treasures are gonna be better, and the entrance items here. That's the dying breath, which doesn't give us anything. Well, we do have another Admiry, and yeah, obviously we are going to do that instead of the Auri. I don't think she's gonna be worth it here. Not with 2 Admiry in there. It's just gonna be massive. Just massive numbers for the MP. Who are we up against? No scams, but, well, the book could scam us, but other than that, it's very low chance that's gonna happen anything here for us. I think we're fine with probably putting it on him for a while, so we can get even bigger numbers on it. Yeah, let's do that. Even this seems pretty good. Rather than rolling, just getting more items seems pretty good. We even have more pockets down here to get some items with, which is not terrible. We don't really want that. Well, I do want that. We'll have another Tempe out there, so yeah, that seems fine. Okay. They do got a couple of big numbers here, also big range in the back. It's not gonna be easy, this fight. It's not gonna be as easy as some of the other ones. Definitely the hardest fight so far. Thankfully the... Fuck me! What is going on with my combat lock, man? It's just... Holy shit. Not only does he need to find that pig, not only does he... We still win, but just hold on for a minute here, right? He needs to find the correct spell. There is only 1 spell that would do that. Right? Only 1 spell out of all spells. And it also, out of all of the characters we have out there, out of 7 characters, it also has to hit the correct guy. I don't understand why this happens so often to me. Is it really... is the algorithm really going for the highest? I don't know. But it seems like, holy shit, it happens so often. Stuff like that just happens way too often for me to believe that it's gonna be by chance. Do we want him out there? Do we want 2 big ones? Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. Just give him this. Just give him... That seems pretty good already. Sure. Unfortunately, he can't have more than that, but it's probably good enough. But we're taking his stats by... Well, stealing some of it. I'm just gonna do that and give him... This one instead, actually. Yeah. It's not very important that he's big yet, I don't think. Well, it might be the last fight, actually. Just take more items. Go for 1 reroll here. That is pretty decent for him as well. Put it here to begin with. Take that shield and put it down. So we just have a big number. Can't need more damage on him. Let's take this one. Oof. Go away. Go away, sturdy shield. Go away. Fuck. Dagger, not worth it. What's going on with this? There we go. That's also pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap to get. Guess we'll take it. There we go. That's an 88 unit as well out there, and he's gonna be even bigger. But he doesn't have a lot of damage, but that's okay. We have how many? 20 items? Yeah, that should be good. Let's lock that in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Extra pouches for the Tempe? Yes, please. Spellbook, whatever, it costs 1, so we can take it. Because we got plenty of pockets. Actually, we could get the spellbook here by just selling a character. Which is worth it, because it's just 8 extra stats on everyone because of the guys here. It's 8 extra. Yeah, because both of them giving +4/+4 for all items, so it's 8 on everyone. Alright, let's go. I think we win, but I didn't actually look through this build too much. Well, the Frankenstein... Nah, it's not a... yeah, nothing. It's just he's dead. Good, we won it, and even with really bad combat luck in the last fight, yeah, I really like the dwarves because they're just so consistently good throughout the entire game. They sometimes fails in the late game because they are subject to getting, but in the asynchronic they're pretty good because you cannot get countered, but you can definitely counter the dwarves fairly easily with a bit of scam, right? A bit of scam is really gonna hurt them. But they're still, I think they're still one of the better choices, even in live, just because of how consistent good they are in the early stages, and especially in the mid game, and they just transition into the early they have a fairly decent late game as well. They're just not the best late gamers, right? They're not nearly enough like the dogs and the cats and but they're still good enough to take because you can consistently get into a position where you could potentially win the game. And that's why I like them. That's why I really like them. They often just get into that situation. And that's more important than having a very high roll that only, 2 out of 10 times get into a winning position and win the game. This one gets into a winning position maybe 8 out of 10 times. 7 or 8 times out of 10. This one will bring you to a top 2 situation, or top 3 maybe. But anyway, it's still a very good build. Still a very good build, even in live games, I would say, just because of how consistent the tempo is. And I like it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you around next time.